you cyberpunks and retro nerds. Tom of the Hammer coming at you post-live in 2D. And today, we are going to be talking about the latest DC animated film, Batman, Return of the Caped Crusaders. And if you aren't familiar with the DC animated films or the inspiration behind this animated feature, I'm going to go into that a little bit here. Basically, this animated cartoon is modeled after the Adam West 1960s live-action TV show. And for a while in my youth, that was pretty much the only way to get yourself a live-action Batman. And, you know, when I was that age, a lot of people today consider the show to be kind of corny. There's a lot of, like, hammy dialogue and, like, awkward comedy bits and bright colors and strange camera angles, and to most of the youth culture today, I would imagine the Adam West Batman is just kind of goofy and off-putting. But, you know, growing up in the 1980s, we had a channel called Nick at Night, and after all the cartoons, they would follow it up with the cheesy old Adam West Batman episode. I mean, I knew it was kind of strange and silly, but, you know, Adam West was good, Burt Ward was good, and, of course, Cesar Romero and Burgess Meredith were just excellent as the villains. But, yeah, I mean, you know, being a kid, I didn't see the show as necessarily, you know, bad because it was cheesy. It was just kind of cool, and it was like a living comic book. Very bright, very colorful. And overall, it was just kind of fun, you know. It wasn't until the Adam West Batman movie did I start to realize that the show was just, you know, kind of hokey, especially the helicopter sequence where a shark is literally biting onto Adam West's leg. I remember as a kid even thinking to myself, okay, this is just, you know, ridiculous, you know. And then, of course, 1989 came along and gave us the Tim Burton live-action Batman film, which reinvented the wheel in terms of superhero movies. But at any rate, that's where my perspective for this version of Batman is kind of coming from. You know, and overall, I gotta say, like, I liked this movie. It's definitely fan service. If I was to voice a complaint about this movie, I'd have to say that I feel like it's a little too long. And also, I feel like they did a missed opportunity by not interjecting any edgy or meta humor into this film. You know, we all know that the Adam West Batman episodes, they're really, you know, hammy moral stories, you know, but I feel like this one could have used a slightly cracked out edge, and unfortunately it doesn't do that. In a lot of ways, this animated film is just like a continuation of the live-action TV show from the 1960s. And as I was sitting there watching it, you know, that's pretty much what I thought. I was like, this could have followed up any episode on the original show. Another complaint that I would have about it is it's kind of a double-edged sword. I like the fact that they got some of the original cast members back, but at the same time, their character models in the animated feature are drawn as younger versions of themselves, and their voice just sounds older. It's slightly off-putting, not really in a bad way. I mean, on one half, it's cool to, like, you know, hear, you know, Adam West and Burt Ward actually reprising their characters, but at the same time, visually, the way the characters are drawn, it just doesn't mesh well. But, you know, overall, this film, you know, it speaks to me. I'm sure it speaks to most people from my generation and especially the generations before me. But I can't really see anyone else getting into this film. I'm pretty sure if you showed this to any, like, you know, college kid who's, you know, grown up with the grittier, more intense Batman, they would be like, what the fuck is this, you know? But, you know, for someone like me that can respect all spectrums of, you know, the Batman universe, this was kind of a treat. So out of 10 stars, I'm going to have to give this one a 6.5. It's not the best DC animated film by far, but it sure is fun. And if you're looking for something that's a little change of pace, I highly recommend this one.
Welcome to Gotham Palace.
On tonight's show, Hector and the Ho-Daddies.
Holy, unholy alliance! Our greatest foes have reunited.
Let's go. To the Batmobile.
Let's go. Holy entree, Batman.
You fiends, you will rue this day?
The only rue here is in the gravy.
Hurricane Crusader, you're our only hope.